It's the Magical One here, and I'm here with Kate and Steve, and they're cosplaying as Lara Croft and Nathan Drake from Uncharted and the Lara Croft new game. It's the new game costume that you're wearing at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You're going to have to talk into this because it's very loud around here. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's from Rise of the Tomb Raider, the game that's coming out in November. Yeah.
So why did you guys choose to cosplay as those characters, or was there something in particular about them that appealed to you? And
I've always been a massive fan of Lara Croft since I was a kid when the first Tomb Raider came out, so I've always kind of followed her progress. I actually particularly like this version of the game. I think that she's really become a lot stronger. She's just quite inspiring, and I just think any opportunity to dress as her. And I think myself and Steve have a tiny bit of a likeness to the characters that we chose to play as. I say that, but yeah, we wanted to anyway, and we just...
I'd say it's more than a tiny likeness. You guys look great. So
she forced me into it. No, I'm only joking. I really love the three games, and I really love this costume, and I wanted an opportunity to dress up and have people take pictures with us and talk about it and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool.
Have you guys yourselves been on any sort of tomb raiding adventures or exploration adventures and sort of travels in that kind of way as well?
Yeah, well, a couple of years ago I went travelling to Southeast Asia, and I was actually inspired because of playing Tomb Raider. I went over to Cambodia, Angkor Wat Temple, and I went to the place where they actually filmed the original Tomb Raider movie. I was just sort of properly geeked out, standing there looking at it all. Just, yeah, it's amazing. So, yeah, I was just going to say, I think that Lara Croft herself actually inspires me to go travelling, so that was, yeah, a good reason.
We listen to quite a lot of sort of music that's sort of inspires and influences like Tomb Raider and Nathan Drake and stuff. And we actually met in Spain doing like touring and travelling about and stuff. So
travel's a big part of your lives then.
Yeah, we love doing it.
Do you also find that you enjoy playing the characters because not only do they inspire you, but they inspire others? Is that a conscious thing?
I think so, yeah. I think particularly with Lara, what I like about her now, which I should have said a moment ago actually, is because I think she's become a really good positive role model for women, because she doesn't just rely on kind of sex appeal. She shows like strength, independence. She just has a lot of qualities that I think will connect with a lot of women and girls, and yeah, I just think she's really cool. Sorry, I'm really geeking out.
No, I think that's amazing. The whole point of like video games now are a more popular medium than TV. The average American household spends more time playing video games than they do watching TV. So now that characters like this have become part of that popular medium, it does influence people. It influences children and the way people grow up. And as we have such a young generation now, which is more plugged in, the fact that they can find that kind of inspiration for young women to be strong and independent, and even for guys to become more adventurous and not stay stuck in home and things like any kind of inspiration in that way, I think is a valuable thing. So
I agree. They're really good role models and influence, and like we said before, they got us out travelling and even listening to like music that we'd never listened to before, and loads of different things.
I think as well, I mean, I made a video blog some time ago about why I was inspired by Lara Croft, but I think again it's that sort of independence thing. It's about being a woman who doesn't rely on a man to feel sort of secure in herself and safe. The travelling aspect, like you mentioned, but also because I'm quite interested in health and fitness, and I just felt that she's not your typical kind of model look. She looks like a strong woman, so it kind of inspires you as well to look after yourself in that way. So I think I've found ways of justifying my obsession with Lara. There are many walks in my life. It's just another excuse.
You're never too old to dress up as Lara Croft.
Don't mention age.
with cosplay and the kind of cosplay scene and the whole dressing up aspect of it, do you find that's quite a positive culture as well? I notice you guys have already been like, people have noticed who you are and point you out and take photos and things like that.
I'm quite enjoying it. I've never done anything like this before, ever. Like I was never into video games, or I never even heard of Nathan Drake a few years ago, and I met Kate and she gets me into video games, and I absolutely love it. And this is the first time I've ever been to an event like this and dressed up doing cosplay, and it's amazing. It's great. I'd definitely do it again.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really sort of want to call myself a cosplayer as such at the moment, because I'm very early entry level. I was saying a moment ago that actually I started off just doing more kind of fancy dress because I liked dressing as Lara. Having actually seen more cosplayers, seeing the attention to detail that they go to.
Yeah,
I mean, some of the people I've met today, the fact that they handcraft like all of their equipment, and it's kind of an art form as well, and I think that they're really incredible. So I hope to think that each time we do it, we're going to try and improve as much as we can, because the stakes have been raised.
Yeah, when you do it, you want to do a good job. You want to do a good job. So it started off as fun, and then sort of the more bits of costume you get, the more serious you get about it, and you want to do a really good job and look really good.
It's nice when people stop and take the time to ask to have a photo with you and everything. It's obviously quite flattering, and the fact that they can actually recognise who you're trying to be is really cool as well. So.
It's just a shame we can't be in a game together.
Well, a guy had a go at us earlier on, saying, "Oh no, those two should never be working together." We're like, "Sorry."
The thing is, you do get some unusual, especially when couples cosplay as well, you get some unusual combinations of people just going, "Oh, that's a bit weird. That doesn't quite, Minecraft Steve should not be flirting with Ratchet and Clank. This is a bit strange."
It's a serious business. I think people, some people do take it very seriously, but they're passionate about it. So,
I can see that seem like people are passionate about it. Yeah.
With the costumes itself, you said about obviously the craft and time and effort and things. How long did it take you guys to put all of this together?
I've been putting one together for about the last 3 months or so, I'd say. It just started off with having like a bit of jewellery. In fact, you can't even see the jewellery thing, but the bit that kind of starting off thinking, okay, I'm going to start working on a Lara costume. Then you'll try out different jackets to see which one works. The most difficult part was actually the axes. My good friend Tom actually built them for me out of foam board or something. They're 3 layers thick. And he gave them to me a few weeks ago, and I was over the moon, and all I've had to really do is spray paint them and add a few screws and everything. But when you actually start to see costume and props that resemble strongly something from the game, it actually makes you want to add more to it. So it's something that just sort of builds really.
Yeah. I mean, this one was fairly easy, really. I mean, if I wasn't wearing the gun holsters, you wouldn't think I was wearing costume. But yeah, same. I mean, about 3 months, getting little bits, at a time, and then, like I said, I didn't wear. I hadn't even tested it out or put it on until this morning, so I didn't even know if it was going to work. But it did. Yeah, phew! Thank goodness. But yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much for taking some time out today to talk to me and chat to me for a bit. And you can find links to their bits and pieces online as well. I'll put them all in the description and things like that. And I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks. Bye.